Good morning, day 149, August 30th. We are going to tag the terminus today. I'm leaving my tent set up over there. Hoover and Hitch are leaving their tents set up over here. And we're slack packing up to the border, taking our food and a little bit of gear. Okay, we are leaving Hopkins Lake. And slack packing to the border. This is what it looks like. And it's like 2,100 feet down, 2,144 I think, or something like that. And then there's only like 82 feet of up, and I might have just done most of that coming up out of the lake. So it's like 6.7 miles to the border. We'll get there and then hang out, eat lunch, celebrate, then come back to Hopkins Lake where we left our tent standing, ready for us to sleep in tonight. Hopefully the critters leave them alone. Packing all our food and anything that smells. So all that's really left there are clothes and sleeping pad and quilt. Yeehaw! Look at that. Yep.
Oh, there's two.
Yeah. Yeah.
I only saw the one.
The little one on the left is going cheep, 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 and this one on the right went.
Let's see, where are you? There's two partridges in the pear tree.
Yeah.
1 and 2. Cool.
I don't think. I don't recall that I have. We are 2.3 miles away from the border. And we just got some water. And it's getting real. It's getting real. Thanks again for joining me on this journey.
You're welcome.
And for my tramily, I wouldn't have made it here without. Here is a little bit of the view we got today. Even though we're kind of walking through a green tunnel up here to the border, I suspect some of those mountain peaks are Canada. We've got 2 miles to go, but we're getting close. Walking from Mexico to Canada. Can't believe it. Definitely has been way tougher than I thought it would be. And to the point of quitting about 256 miles in, had I not started hiking with Hoover and Hitch, I probably would have gotten off trail. 1.1 miles out, about 550 feet down. We are 0.9 miles away from the terminus.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's a good water source. Half mile out. The camera's lightens this up, but it's kind of all shadowy and dim lighted in here. Okay, we're 0.2 miles away from the terminus. What? It's been a long 5 months.
Walking and not looking at trails. That's one thing that's concentrated on not doing. You'd imagine we'd hear when we're close.
Yeah, I don't hear anything, do you?
I thought I'd hear a minute ago.
I can hear him talking.
I can't even hear a barking toad. Oh, I can hear something.
You can hear him at the border. How many people show you this? Y'all see him, all the border photos, but here's walking up to the border. We'll be coming around the mountain when we come. Coming around the mountain, here we come. Half mile. Not. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah! Oh.
You did it.
We did it. We made it.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna illegally enter Canada. Okay. I'm an outlaw. I violated immigration laws.
Laws only matter 12 kilometers.
Hello.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
What the fuck? With like his gun and everything.
Wait, a gun?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Peace.
Yeah.
All right. I did it. I'm part of the 10 percenters. Hey, Sam, part of the 10 percenters. I want to thank all of you for joining me on this epic journey. It's been hard. It's been amazing. And I've learned a lot. For the first 2.5, 3 months, I was just always in my head. I didn't listen to music. I didn't listen to books. And that was a good time of clarification and kind of a mental reset in life. And I appreciated that time. And then for the next 2 months or so, I started listening to some music about a third of the time and listening to books about a third time. And those books that I listened to were health-related books. And there's some really exciting stuff happening in this scientific medicine discoveries that we're having these days. Medical, not medicine, but medical discoveries. But I want to end the hike and my through hike experience by giving a special thank you to all of you and a shout out to Denise and Jerry, Mike and Dolores, Amy, just all of you who have Chris, who's probably one of my most active subscribers, commenting on almost every video I posted, and who took up the challenge himself to start hiking the Ethels in England. And good on you, Chris. Keep going. But now that the hike is over, don't unsubscribe yet. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Click like. Let people know that you like this content, and ring that bell to get notified of my future videos. I'm going to go on a new journey now. And this journey is down the road of health. And, you may think, oh, I'm healthy. But let's talk about that for a sec. What is health? And what are we going to be talking about on this channel health-wise going forward? Let me show you a little chart that I put together. This is what I call the health continuum. And you may think, oh, I'm healthy. So, health can go all the way from down here where you have life-threatening disease. And you're really at the bottom of the health continuum, all the way up to here where you have optimal health. And all 5 of your body's defense systems are running, and they're running at their most peak efficiency. And you really truly are at your optimal resistance to disease and sickness. And then there's the whole continuum in between. Most of us will find ourselves somewhere along this continuum of health. And you may say, I'm healthy. Well, what does that mean? What does healthy mean? Does it mean that, well, currently you're not sick, you don't have any diagnosed disease, you don't have any real visible signs of disease? Perhaps you're lean, you're active, you don't get sick very often, maybe only occasionally. So you think, I'm healthy. Well, yeah, you probably are. You're probably somewhere around here, right? Are you at your most optimal health? There's probably some room to improve your health. Others of us may find ourselves lowered down this continuum. We may have some signs of poor health, like we may have some insulin resistance or hyperuricemia. We may be suffering from inflammation, or we're carrying a couple extra pounds. We have some extra weight. We may have an eating disorder, or we may have depression. Well, some of this can be covered by what's known as metabolic syndrome. There are more signs of poor health. Perhaps we're not just a few extra pounds, but, hey, we're actually overweight. We have a body mass index of, 25, 28. Start to get to 30, you're considered, chronic or obese. Maybe we don't have a lot of energy. We just feel lethargic, or we have brain fog. We've perhaps been told by the doctors that we're pre-diabetic. Well, that means that we do have insulin resistance, that we are suffering from inflammation. Perhaps we have sleep apnea or polycystic ovarian syndrome. We have an increased risk of sickness. We get colds, flus, headaches, stomach aches, mono, other types of infections more easily at this stage on the health continuum. Perhaps yeast infections or shingles. And then as we move further down this health continuum, we'll run into, maybe we have a diagnosed disease. Maybe we have hypertension or diabetes, chronic heart disease, or CAD. Perhaps we are definitely falling into the obesity category, or we have chronic kidney disease, or COPD, or chronic, what is that? Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or TB, or maybe even we have been diagnosed with cancer, breast cancer, colon cancer, prostate cancer. We're getting some signs of dementia or thyroid disease. We had a stroke maybe. Or we have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, or psoriasis. And as we go further down this continuum, we have life-threatening diseases. All right. I have learned a lot. I'm not a doctor. I'm a recovering tax attorney. 25 years as a tax attorney. But when I decided to go to law school, I was like, do I go to med school or do I go to law school? Because the medicine has always fascinated me. And I love the things that were happening today. They may have a cure for type 1 diabetes. They're getting really close. They have implanted beta cells in type 1 diabetics and cured their type 1 diabetes. However, those beta cells were seen as foreign and attacked by the body. So they're trying to develop beta cells that won't be attacked by your immune system. If they can do that, they will have cured type 1 diabetes. There's amazing immunotherapies that can cure cancer. You may know that President Carter had a melanoma at age 90 that had spread to his brain. And, that's a death sentence years ago. But through immunotherapy, he is 100% cancer-free today. So there are some amazing things happening, in cancer research. There is, amazing research being done on what kinds of foods can we eat to improve our 5 health defense systems, our immune system, our angiogenesis, our ability to create new blood cells, or not when it comes to cancer, our DNA and its ability to repair itself, because we make about 10,000 mutations every day in our body. It's amazing that we don't get cancer more often. Why not? And what can we do to make sure we can keep, those mutations at abeyance and have them fix themselves? Because a lot of our DNA code is designed to help fix the mistakes that it makes when we do cell division. How can we increase our stem cells? We have stem cells in our body. They're in our marrow, they're in our bones, they're in our lungs, they're in our tissues, and we use those to regenerate and repair. And how can we enhance that system in our body? So anyway, there's a lot of exciting things when it comes to medicine, medical technology, and scientific technology around our metabolic processes. And that's what this channel is going to start focusing on a little bit going forward. We're going to focus on what we can do to be healthy and what we can do to be healthier. And I would consider myself on this health continuum. I have type 1 diabetes. I have chronic kidney disease. So I have some of these diagnosed diseases. I'm trying to improve my chronic kidney disease. I'm trying to control my diabetes. I don't think I can heal myself from my type 1 diabetes, but I can move further up this continuum. I can enhance my body's, defense systems and be more healthy. And most of us can. So let's go on down this journey together. And then let's own our own health, because no one else is going to. So own your health, join the journey, and let's live longer and healthier lives.